Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be working on a storage space underneath the porch and fixing up some old door hinges that need to be refreshened.
Oh, got it.
So here you can see the opening that was cut in the foundation wall here. This is about 8 feet tall, so it gave me a lot of storage space. You can see all the little patchworks that were done, all the light colored mortar. And then around here, around the corner, we had the step rebuilt along with the fireplace. Has a patch on it, and then everything right here was also redone, you can see. A big old pile of rocks, butts. That'll be good for our fire pit. They put this here so the water doesn't run into the crawl space here, and we'll just make a ramp that goes up and over. And they cut the pipe out. They said that's not necessary, and they patched all those holes. And they patched everything from the inside here so you can't see any light coming through. They patched a couple vertical spots in there, kind of right through there. And over there, you can't really see any light coming through one little spot. Looks good. So another really busy day out here at the clubhouse. And we did some more work today. I guess it's Sunday now, I think the 25th July. Super hot. And but if you see back here behind me, this is my little under the porch storage system. And the great thing about this is that it already existed. So we had to cut the door out because this was just a solid wall here, but it just was like the perfect storage space for us to use. So rather than build another structure or a shed or anything, we just thought why not make a door for this, and then it's covered because we got the porch covered, so it's nice and dry under there, and got headroom for me, and I'm 6 foot tall, so why not? So this is our little maintenance area, and then this side of the house here is kind of the maintenance side of things. This is where all my sprinkler system will set up. This is where our outside lights, of course, our mini split system, which goes up to the top. So yeah, it's a pretty big system. So I've tried to hide all the ugly stuff over here. But let me show you what I made today. But yeah, this is my little entryway. I just got to build the door next and we'll be good to go. I made this little circular stone here. These are some of the rocks that I couldn't move very far. They're massive. And then that's the old crawl space door that was there where we cut out here. So I'll frame this in the next few weeks and get me a door in there and be able to, you know, have some dry storage not in the house. So you can kind of see here how these are still above me, even when my hat is tall like this. But pretty neat crawl space under the log cabin. I don't know if you can see the work for the floors. These are actually the porch slats here. Let me show you what the other side looks like under the house. Pretty old boards. Got these old ladder back chairs over here that all came with the house. Got about 30 of them actually. I just need to learn how to rework them. The seats, they're all falling apart. We of course have Murray out here, and this is, you know, I basically just took all the stone that was out of there, chipped all the mortar off of it, and then I had to build it up about 10 inches there. So I just put all the crushed mortar up against the foundation and then just covered it with some gravel. So I got a little bit of a slope there, so I'll be able to get some of my things in here. But you can see, got a lot of rubble under here, but this is what it looks like. This is 40 feet long, and once my door opening is 60 inches, and I think we're probably, the door height is about 58 inches, but not so bad of storage. I'm standing upright right now, so I guess that's about 6.5 feet. All right, y'all, I am coming to you from a very special place that is something that my wife and I have been working on now for 3 years, but we bought this crazy old log cabin that used to be the business club here in where we live. It was the Rotary Club clubhouse, and hasn't been used in since 2006. But pretty neat place, and I've basically just been spending a lot of time out here fixing things and tinkering and making little changes. But what we're trying to do here is turn this into a wedding venue, of course, like everybody else and their farms and old historic properties. So that's kind of what we're doing. I think I'm going to take you along on the trip here and show you guys what I'm doing. I think every little task, you know, is slightly different than what everybody else is doing on YouTube right now. So I think it could be interesting for you guys to see some of this like old time craftsmanship that I get the pleasure to see every day. So one of the things that we're actually going to be working on today is the door hinges. There's I think, let's see, let's count them here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and 6, and 7. And there's one more hidden one up on the stage. So that makes 8 doors. 8 doors in this one big room. There are more doors on the other side of the place, in the kitchen, and the hearth room is what it's called. But anyway, it's a pretty neat place. There's a lot of work to do. So I figured I might as well show everybody else what I'm doing, spending my time out here. Right now I'm standing right on the stage, so you can kind of get a good idea of what it's like. I put a pool table in here. I really like to play pool, so that's where my pool videos come from. But yeah, pretty neat place. Let's go see what I'm up to. All right, so here's what we're actually working with. These old hinges on the door, handmade, of course, and but they just need some tightening. I've been trying to improve the door seal around all my doors, so I put new door seals in already, and but I just want to tighten these up and get this door closing a little bit better. I recently installed this door closer just so my guests don't have to remember to close the door behind them. So it's a kind of a nice little feature that was added. And yeah, and so you can see I got my mini split thermostat and a couple interesting lights, and mirrors. My mini split's up real high over in the corner here, and then I have another one all the way down on the end, and that's all I got in this room. I think that's a total of 24,000 BTUs in this room alone, but it seems to be working okay. Even on our hottest days, we turn it on high, and we've been okay. So, but yeah, so we're gonna tighten these guys up. You can see how old they are. Super old flatheads. Couldn't go to the hardware store and buy this or get the screws even. They're steel, and it's gonna be hard if I need to replace one, but we'll see. And of course you can't find parts to replace any of these items, so everything you have to fix and repair if you want to keep it looking the same. You can see these have been added after the fact. These are our door locks. And then I just put these door closers on here recently, so we get a little bit of oh, go on, Marie. We get a little bit of a automatic close so that the air conditioner doesn't all go out when people are here. But I think what I'm going to do today is I just want to check and see if any of these are loose. The door closes okay, but it has, it just feels really heavy, partially because it is. But I just want to make sure it's not dragging. I eventually am going to also replace this door seal down here on the bottom. That'll be another day's work, but for now, I'm just going to tighten up these hinges with the door closed and fully locked. All right, here's the tool I'm going to be using. I went out today and forgot all of my bags of tools, so I'm limited to what I have out here. I haven't done a very good job of stocking up tools out here, but I normally have a kind of a catch-all kit that I normally don't leave home without it, but it's got like all of my great tools that I've collected over the years that I just carry in one bag. And I got a big nice flathead in there, but this requires a flathead, of course, because these screws are super old, and but we'll see how this thing works. This is actually a chainsaw tool that comes with the chainsaw when you buy it. It's for tightening the bar here and loosening. Can't remember what this side does, but then this is for tightening the chain tension. But yeah, we're going to use it on the door today. All right, now let's see how loose these guys are. I'm not going to torque them down a whole lot, but just want to see what it how tight they feel. Pretty tight. I don't know how these guys would have done this back in the day when this place was built with just like wooden handled screwdrivers. Just hard to imagine putting this place together with all hand tools, hand sawn and hand pulled nails. I mean, it is kind of incredible. These two are super loose, and I don't think they're gonna catch, so I might have to come back and repair those. But all these are pretty loose. All right, I don't wanna overdo it. These are still pretty good. This one, I think is stripped out, so I'll need to come back and I got a trick for that. Just need some toothpicks and some wood glue. This one feels a little soft as well, so I'll probably maybe do that one as well. Those are tight. All right, let's try the bottom here. It's my new assistant. It's working pretty good in here for me. Let's see, that one is very loose. I gotta say, this handle, missing a screw here, this handle for the chainsaw tool has worked really well. I might be using this again. You can hear that hardwood biting. There. All right, so that seems to be all I can do for now. We'll see how the door opens. Let's see how it's working. So it's just getting hung up a little bit here at the very end, which most people don't open the door that much when they're coming and going. So I think I'll be okay here, and plus I can replace this door bottom if I need to. But I think for now, tightening these hinges, I'll tighten up these few extra screws here and plug and shoot some wood glue in there with some toothpicks and put the screw back in, and then it should be good to place these screws back in once that dries. And then I think this door is going to be called done for now. So this is perfect for me. This worked out very nice for what I had to do. And I just think, you know, it's just one of those little things from a maintenance standpoint that you're always doing with old property. You're always having to tighten up little different things all the time. And if you don't, everything just gets loose and will start to fall apart. And if you're a business, you know, your guest will have it fall apart on them, and that's not what you really want. So yeah, so far I've just been trying to make sure everything is kind of buttoned up, getting ready for our first booked event here. So I think we'll see how it goes. It's always going to be like a little bit of a learning curve, and you know, I know that I'm not going to have everything perfect, but I hope I can kind of plan ahead a little bit and try to prevent any kind of things that could have been, you know, that didn't have to happen by tightening things like this. So we'll see. This door is also pretty interesting. The way it's constructed, it's got these slats on a 45, and that's all tongue and groove. And they're all held together with little tiny pin nails in here. It's not held with really much of anything, and they just got them in a line here, you know, all the way across. And they didn't even bother taking the eraser to their wood before they stained it, and when they built the door and everything. And that's honestly, that's what this is too. This is probably scribbled to say inside or something like that. I don't know what it actually says, but if anybody knows like what old builders would have used to mark an inside or not of the door, you know, let me know, because it would be pretty interesting. I mean, here's some more pencil marks here from the construction. I don't know if they were originally thinking about putting a cross piece here or something, but you just never know. And each door is unique and different. They all have the boards, the tongue and groove on a 45, except for the outside. And the outside is all vertical slats. And then you can see the hardware on this side. When was the last time you saw square nuts used in door hinges? Pretty wild, but also super cool. This door is super weathered, and this is my door knocker that I had 3D printed from a guy online. But if you've ever seen the Labyrinth, you guys will know what that is. And let me show you my other one real quick. Got our tunes out here. Here's the other door, and here's our other guy. Can't hear a thing. All right, let's get back inside. But thanks for watching, and if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, because it seems like I'm gonna be making more videos, which is cool. I've been having a good time with it. So again, we'll see you next time, and have a good one. All right, we're ready.
Oh shit, it's up there.
Oh, it's up.
Let's go.
Who owes who money?